Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to see a topic called range function in Python. What is the use of range function? And we also cover what are sequence types in Python. Let's get started. Okay. Okay. So firstly, range function it's mostly we will be using in for loop. Okay. So this range function generates a list, okay, that is actually a sequence type, which is a special sequence type, we would say. We need to know what is a sequence then. A sequence in Python is a succession of values bound together by a single name. Okay, so it is actually a succession of values. It is bound under a single name. We would say something like, for example, strings, lists, tuples. These are all sequence types. Why I'm saying these are all sequence type? Say, for example, list. This is a bracket which indicates it is a list in Python. 1, 2, 4, 8. These are all elements. I would say sequence of elements. Okay, that has been placed under a single name, that is any name of a list. Okay, and a tuple, any tuple name we can have. So this bracket or this braces, it indicates it is a tuple. So inside we have the elements which are all we may call as a sequence of elements. So like that, these three I would say they are all sequence of elements, and they are of sequence type. Okay, yeah, so we have understood what is a sequence type. Now how it is being used in range, that we will get it now. Okay, now so this is a range function. It has upper limit. I mean, first parameter would be lower limit, and the next parameter would be upper limit. Both are integers. Okay, so let me give an example of how it works. So we can consider this example. I'm just printing, okay, a range function which is 1 comma 5. It means it will print the value from 1 till 5. I would say like it should not take till 5, it will take before 5. Okay, so it will have the increment of +1. It means the step value would be +1, which is the first value. Okay, let me run this. Say the output would be 1 2 3 4. It is excluding, or it is excluding the upper limit. It is including the lower limit. This is a very important thing we need to consider in range function. Okay, see, I have used an operator which is unpacking operator here. This star symbol I have used. That is how, because of which this range function, whatever value it is coming here, it is getting unpacked. If I'm removing this and I'm trying to run this, then it will give the output like this. Okay, so for unpacking the value, I'm just make sure that I'm using unpack operator here. Let me edit here. So I'm getting the value. I would say this is actually a list. Okay, so always the return type of a range function would be a list. Okay, now I have one more scenario, like the upper limit is lesser than the lower limit. Okay, 5 comma 0. What would be the value? Empty list will be given, because it is obvious, like plus 1 will be incremented, right? So 5 is the lower limit, 0 is the upper limit. So in whatever way, if we are incrementing the 5 with 1, it will increase by 6 or 7, 8, just like that. It will not reach 0 at all, because it should be in a decremental way, right? Okay. So this is second case where the upper limit and the lower limit, okay, varies, like the upper limit is lesser than the lower limit. Next case, if I want to print, say for example, from any number I can start, okay, from 15 to 40. So it will take the increment value as 1. So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, it goes just like that. Fine. Now, this could be your second thing you have to note in range function. So first thing is, with 0 as first thing you have to understand, like the lower limit should be lesser than the upper limit. Okay. Second thing, what if it happens like the reversal? For example, if the lower limit is greater than the upper limit, what will happen? That is second concept. Third concept is, you can have any range of value as the I mean, like from you can start the lower limit with any number. It is in between. It is not like you have to start only with 0 or 1, something like that. Any number you can start and you can end with any number. This is third thing we have to note. Fourth thing is, fourth content you have to keep it in mind is, if I want to have this 15, 16, 17, this should be incremented by 3. What will happen? So this is the last parameter is a step value. Okay, this 3 means how the increment should happen. So previously the increment was happened by plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. Now the increment would happen as plus 3. Okay, everywhere plus 3 would takes place. Okay, this increment can be negative value also. If that is the case, then this should be greater. No? So this should be greater and this should be lesser. If I am making sure that this should be negative value. Got it? So if the step value is negative, then care should be taken in this way. So this is the step value should be your fourth point when we are dealing with range function. Okay. Next and the final point we need to consider here is, what happens when I am giving only one parameter, for example any number, okay, only one parameter in the range function. Let's see. Got it, right? So it means it by default it takes as it will give the value of this. By default it will takes the value which is given inside the range function as the upper limit. Okay, so the lower limit will be 0 by default. Okay, so this is about the range function, guys. So any doubt in the range function, please comment on the comment section. I will try to clarify the doubts as much as possible. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye bye.